Ladies and gentlemen, barbers and stylists, get ready for a video that you will not believe. Southern styles, are they hard or are they soft? Brought to you by celebrity stylist Black Pearl
and executive barber Slick Vic.
Stay tuned to the entire video and you're gonna learn something.
That's right.
Barbers and stylists, welcome to Cutting with Persistence, an educational video created and demonstrated by Black Pearl. The model for the evening is Lynette. As the label warned, pay close attention to the very skilled clip-over-comb technique. Black Pearl is demonstrating how to create a demarcation line with the technique he has chosen for this video. Watch very closely as he moves from side to side on the head. For right now, Black Pearl will take the clip-over comb and show you one important angle that he will describe here. And this angle is the diagonal. Moving along across the head, Black Pearl will also demonstrate a second important angle, which is horizontal. He will also work with persistence around the occipital posterior auricular above the nape area. And with his shears, later in the demonstration, he will show partings and degrees in which he will begin to cut his design. As we all know, the cut is 90% of any style. Notice how Black Pearl knows just what he wants to do and the look he wants to achieve when doing it. This is very important, to be able to go right into your work and know exactly where you want to stop or what you plan to create. With his comb, he holds the hair in a 45-degree and also a 90-degree combination. This is very important.
Haircutting requires considerable skill, knowledge, and practice. Black Pearl, seminars, when we talk with people and give questions and questionnaires, they really want to know what is and what is the importance of hair shaping. Okay, in using the clipper over comb technique, he uses the all-purpose comb, which have a 7-inch ruler on it and keeps the hair for a smooth and more accurate cut. In doing this video, it's good to have an experienced videographer to show the posture and position of the stylist as he cuts. Earlier in the video, we explained how significant it is to know exactly where you want to begin and end your cut. Reason being, in our educational videos, there is no weave added to the hair that's being cut. It is all the client's. To be unsure can be detrimental to your style. Pay close attention.
Remember, watch Black Pearl closely as he glides the comb with the clippers. It takes skill and it takes time. You will not learn this overnight. This is the purpose of having the video, to rewind the tape until you get the technique. Remember, this is an advanced video, so students try and stay focused. Be sure to do as we say, not as you see, because during this tape, we know that you are taught to use your all-purpose comb. But here in the video, Black Pearl uses his rat tail comb because he feels more comfortable using it when cutting in degrees. And you need to also remember that he's licensed and a professional. Here, Black Pearl, if you watch closely, he will begin to elevate the hair by lifting the hair away from its natural fall position. The different degrees in which he'll use at this portion of the video are 90 and 45. He will also be using his vertical hold, trying to remember not to cut past the second phalange. Doing this could throw off your whole guide. He's still cutting. Notice the angles that he's using, and also notice the videographer's position showing his position. Snip, snip, snip.
Remember, in hairstyling, it's important to create a guideline. And our definition of guideline is initial cut section that will be used to guide the stylist through the remainder of the cut. There are two guidelines that Black Pearl is using in this cut. And the two is stationary and mobile.
Pay very close attention as he runs the comb through the hair. The hair has remained smooth, and he's able to comb through it as he pleases. That is very important in hair shaping. Remember not to pass the second phalange.
And as you can see, he's working with persistence.
Watch him work that shears around the ears. Clean her up neat so we can all see what he's doing. Black Pearl has now moved from a stationary guide to a mobile guide. The mobile guideline is made after the preceding section and will then be used as a guide over the entire head as he travels around the head. Black Pearl wants to leave in the frontal area a little more hair. So this is the reason why he projects the hair from the front talus towards the back. So when the hair falls, it falls layered, leaving the front talus longer. Notice as he changes from comb to irons, he selects them very carefully. Black Pearl loves to start his style with a guide that he calls the alfalfa. His alfalfa starts in the top of the head and works itself around. He uses hold and spray and sheen so that the Marcel irons will glide smoothly on top of the hair without singeing the hair and or causing extensive damage to the hair, which could interrupt his whole creation.
Also, in thermal hairstyling, the required temperature of heated thermal irons depends on the texture of the hair, and everyone needs to know that.
Watch those curls as they go into place. As you pay close attention, he will follow the alfalfa around the entire head so that each curl will follow in behind another. And pay very close attention to the quantity of hair that he's grabbing as he moves around the head. As you see here, Black Pearl is working in the parietal area, right above the ear.
One more question, Black Pearl. And this was from a learning student on the internet. And she said, what is the best thing to test the heat of your iron before touching the hair? Is it a damp cloth, wax paper, or a piece of tissue paper? And the answer was tissue paper, because if the iron burns tissue paper, it would definitely burn the hair.
As he works toward his length, which is definitely in the front of the hair, Black Pearl begins to only use a slight tug in a slight bend so that he can create a wisping effect around the head during his final comb out. Watch him closely as he works back around the head to the occipital in the nape area. Notice the serious look on his face. He knows that this is not a weave job, and she has to have a lot of trust in him to go live and cut that hair and finish a style with all perfection. Again, you see him using his rat tail comb to lift the hair into a small section and then bending the hair so that it'll lie smooth. Remember, again, when thermal curling is involved in hairstyling, it is very important to test the heat. We do not want to damage any of our clients' hair. Thermal curling is an art of creating curls with the aid of heated irons in a comb. Your thermal comb should be made of hard rubber to prevent the melting of the plastic. Watch him work.
Is it hard or is it soft?
This is a question that our clients must decide, and you being the viewer will be able to tell during the final comb out. Again, Black Pearl takes his time when he does his curling because he wants each section to come together. Just like in his video coming up, The Short Rapunzel. He feels that your hair does not have to be long for anyone to climb up the back of it. If those curls are in a row, sectioned off like a ladder, you can climb the back of the lady's head. Watch him closely as he sculptures the front. He's gone from the round marcels to a very flat type style, more of a rectangle. He's using this because he does not want to have a lot of volume in the front as he molds the hair. He's working with persistence. Notice here, he's going to taper that head in the very back. But this time, he's going to use a comb in his left hand to make sure it stays smooth, to check himself. And he's going to use his double zero guard on his Oyster Speedmasters. And he's going to work very fast, so pay very close attention. This is a skill that must be practiced. Please use a mannequin. Watch him closely. He may just lose you. Is he serious or what? Watch the look that he has.